You are an entrepreneur, a professional, a speaker, or a coach. And although you've come a long way, it's time for you to take it to the next level. We've got you. This is the Author to Authority podcast. We'll help you use authority and influencer marketing to build your business stronger and faster by publishing a book. You'll hear from guests that are thought leaders in sales, marketing, networking, communication, social media, promotion, and business leadership. Let's do it. This is the Author to Authority podcast. And now your host, the extraordinary word ninja, Kim Thompson-Pinder.
Have you ever sat there and you couldn't pick up the phone to call that potential client? Or your finger hovered over the send button to an email, knowing that you needed to send this email, but something in you just kept holding you back? Well, maybe you have imposter syndrome. And on today's message, we're going to talk about what it is and how you can conquer it in your business. Now, imposter syndrome will kill your business if you let it. But the thing is that every single entrepreneur, consultant, professional, speaker, coach goes through those moments where they don't feel like they deserve what they're getting. And so I looked up imposter syndrome in the dictionary, and it said the persistent inability to believe that one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own efforts or skills. And when you think about that, we all go through that. We all go through those times where we really wonder, are we deserving what we're getting in our business? Or are we, just lucky? And I know I've experienced times like that where I didn't feel like I could talk to that person, or I didn't feel like I could, or that person wouldn't work with me because I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy enough. And we all go through times like that. And I think sometimes we look at other people and oh, they're just lucky and I'm not lucky. No, it's usually their hard work and they're willing to do some of the things that you're not willing to do. And, if you believe in luck, I'm sorry, I don't. I really believe, and I love this definition from Seneca. It's a very, 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 very old quote. And it says, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. And so I want to cover 3 truths about imposter syndrome that I'm hoping are going to help you conquer it. So the first truth is you can't be everything to everyone, but you can be something to somebody. And I want you to let that sink in for a minute. One of the reasons why you may be feeling like you're an imposter is because maybe you're not working with the right type of people. You're not working with that perfect target market. So you're trying to be everything to everyone, and you can't. And you will feel imposter syndrome if you are trying to do that, because you are not an expert in everything. You are going to flounder if you're trying to be everything to everyone. But when you try to be something to somebody, that's where you can really shine. And that's when you won't feel like an imposter anymore, because you are walking in your superpower. And you know that you've been created and designed, for me by God, but maybe for you by the universe, to do some specific things in this earth. And when you walk in that, imposter syndrome goes away, because you are walking in your passion and your purpose, and you're not trying to please everyone. You know that you're just called to make a difference in somebody's life. Now, truth number 2 is you're not an expert in everything, but you are an expert in something, which ties back in. So first of all, you weren't created to be everything to everyone, but you also weren't created to be an expert in everything. But you were created to shine in a specific area where you can make the most difference in someone's life. And that's why I want to encourage you to learn what your superpower is and walk in it. Because when you do, life gets easier and you don't feel like an imposter anymore. You're more like a Clark Kent or, like Wonder Woman and her secret identity. That's who you are to most of the world. But to those who are you're called, you're a Superman or a Wonder Woman. Now, third, the superstars that you do compare to yourself to are just further down the road. Sometimes it's hard. You can't gauge where you're at and where someone else is at who's been doing this a lot longer than you and has been working hard for a very, very long time. When you look at people, the superstars in your industry, a lot of them have probably been doing it for a long time. Now, there's always that flash in the pan that comes in, and for a short period of time, they're the superstar, and then they just fade away. Those people, they probably bought their way in the first place. But if you look at the true superstars in your industry, these are people who are time tested. They've been doing this for a long time. They've built the audience. They did all the work. So don't compare yourself to them. If you're earlier in your journey on the road to becoming that authority in your niche, just recognize that they've already put in the hard work and now it's your turn. But the big thing is, do not compare yourself to them. When you compare yourself to them, you're comparing apples to oranges and you're judging yourself because you're not them. Well, stop it. Celebrate where you are at. Work hard. Build that audience. Build that clientele. Build that network. Become widely known as the authority in your niche. And yeah, there's going to be times where it feels like all you do something and all you get is crickets. But don't worry. If you keep doing it, then success will come. Well, that's this week's message. And I just wanted to thank you for listening. I want to invite you to listen to the Author to Authority podcast. If you've been enjoying this video, you're going to enjoy the podcast even more. So you can go to authortoauthoritypodcast.com where you can find out where you can listen in on your favorite podcast app. You can listen on the website. You can also watch a lot of the videos on YouTube as well. So that's a great place to connect and get additional training on how to use authority marketing to build your business. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you on the next video.
You've been listening to the Author to Authority podcast. The extraordinary word ninja, Kim Thompson Pinder, has helped over 200 entrepreneurs, professionals, speakers, and coaches write and publish their books that have become incredible marketing tools for their business. And many of those have gone on to become Amazon best-selling authors and have used their books to land high-level clients and get on big stages. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And we'll be back soon. But in the meantime, hit the website at www.authortoauthoritypodcast.com. See you next time.